Good evening, church. You are now welcome gid ng sa ating evening service. And we believe that you are all excited gid. And kabaluman ko nga si Lord na He is so excited gid to be praised, to be worshipped, to be glorified, adored, and exalted. And we believe, hambas na Psalmist, there is no good thing apart from the Lord. So let's remember, let's recall, let's be grateful sa mga good things na nagtigad sa atin. And as we pray, Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us opportunity, Lord, na makasimba, Lord God, sa City, Lord, gabi. Allow us, Lord, open our hearts, our mind, our spirit, Lord, na maging open sa mga rebukes, sa mga, Lord, nga love, sa mga grace, Lord God. Thank you, Lord, and let your word, O God, penetrate into our hearts, and bless us, Lord, as we sing these songs to glorify one name, and that name is Jesus, the name above all names. This all I ask, Jesus, we pray with the power of the Holy Spirit.
Mula nang ako'y maglingkod sa'yo, tinanggap ko ang banal na salita mo. Di ko lubos maisip na ako'y binago mo. Di ko malirit ang kabutihan mo at habag ng pag-ibig mo. Kaya ukay ka lang maglingkod sa'yo, Panginoon. Wala ka ngang katulad kahit pang buong mundo. Nais kong ipabati sa iyo, O Diyos. Hawakan mo sa banal mong kamay ang buhay ko. Mga gawa ko noon sa sanlibutan ay di ko na muli pang babalikan. Dahil sa pag-ibig mo, malaya na akong makakatawa, makakahiling sa pangalan mo. Kaya ukay ka lang maglingkod sa'yo, Panginoon. Wala ka ngang katulad kahit pang buong mundo. Nais kong ipabati sa iyo, O Diyos. Hawakan mo sa banal mong kamay ang buhay ko. Maglingkod sa'yo, Panginoon. Wala ka ngang katulad kahit pang buong mundo. Nais kong ipabati sa iyo, O Diyos. Hawakan mo sa banal mong kamay ang buhay ko. Ang buhay ko. Ang buhay ko.
Bawang kabutihan ang nais mo, ibinigay mong buhay ay ganap at husto. Sa landas ng pagbabago, katuwiran mo ang lalakaran ko.
Samuel chapter 16 verse 7. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him." The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. So let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for this word of yours, O God. We believe, Lord, that as we hold fast to your word, it is your word that will sanctify us because it is the truth, God. Kabay pa, Lord, nga, no lies, O God, of the enemy, because shall prevail sa mga life because we believe that the enemy is the father of lies. Kabay pa, Lord, nga, through this word, O God, you will make plain, Lord, gusto mo ihambal sa amon that every one of us should understand. And by understanding, Lord, will yield to obedience, O God. Jesus, we pray with the power of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, a short background, si Samuel was the prophet. No? Kung nakapamati ka mo din sa mga ligaligad, again, Samuel is a prophet na dedicate ni Hannah sa mother niya for God, and he became a faithful man and a person full of integrity. At that time, the first king na naging anoint was Saul. And because of some disobedience na ginubra ni King Saul, ginreject siya ni God. And a part of having the kingdom na mga masustain, they need to have or find a new king. And si Samuel has a task to do. No? In the vision, God told him to go in the house of Jesse, that who is the father of David. That time, nakita niya ang yung eldest nga son ni Jesse. And he was moved, no, because kita yung kagwapo ng kanang isang mata and doon ka-perfect, balang itsura. Pero nga ba yun si God kay Samuel nga he is not the one I am looking for. And for the next manugin kasar man ni Jesse, yung mga bata ay isa-isa. Minhatag niya kay Samuel. And habang ginalataw sa Samuel, hindi niya makitaan ang approval ni God sa mga bata ni Jesse. And that time, nung nadilaan na si Samuel, no, or wala na balabili nga tao sa balay nila. But suddenly naman ko siya kay Jesse, nang Jesse, is there any other sons nga may ara ka? And hambal niya, yes, there is. David was out in the fields. So, amazing, no? Nang first kid ko raw mabalaan to no? And sa time, galit nga nakitaan ni Samuel sa David, ang balat, this is the man. Si David ang man. So how amazing it is, no, in this life, we need not to compare ourselves to other people. We need not to compete to other people, nor to be envious about them. Because si Lord, yung mangitagin na siya Yahweh para makitaan niya ka, para makitaan niya ang place niya para sa mo. It doesn't mean nga may better si mo, na doesn't mean nga may arap to someone or some person na nga feeling mo mas qualified sa job no brahon mo. But the Lord, no, He knows who is His faithful few, who is the people who gusto inkasan sa kingdom niya. And all that you should do is to focus on competing on other people. Diba nung kagawin sa David, kumamba, tigil ay na naman ng ako ang youngest, and then kanamit pa daw sa syura sa mga brothers ko, basta silang pilion yung king or hindi man ko pwede, bala or hindi ko capable, hindi ko qualified or mas better pa sila. But the Lord, no, He is so clear siyang instruction kung sino ang mga tao ang inapangita niya. And ang inapangita ni God is hindi na base sa appearance or sa height. And most especially, no, ang inapangita ni God is not according to what people look at. People look at. So let's take it in a different perspective, no, more wider coverage or scope. So wala man lang ba sa Lord, no, hindi lang ta maligo, hindi lang ta manutbrush, hindi lang ta mag-exercise or mag-ubras ang things para become attractive because or pleasant sa mata sa ibang tao because David himself na is a handsome man. So more of, no, God wants us to realize that what His law is all about, kung ano ang ginagusto niya, is always or somehow contradictory to what this world wants us to have. So, ako man sa person, na may mga things kung naubra or na-feel ko because I was pressured, no, to keep up, no, sa gina-require sa world sa akin. but I fail to recognize nga si Lord gid dapat ang ako niya unahon, hindi ang kalibutan. And amo na lang here, diba isa ka verse no, sa New Testament that narrow is the road that leads to life and wide is the way that leads to destruction. So, kabati ka mo sa word nga popular, no? Popular choice, popular opinion, popular ideology, popular nga celebration. Maybe no, some popular things in life is not right. It's not true. And we can be deceived by our eyes, but the Lord looks at the motives. So kita, no, if you are a long time Christian na, no, and you serve the Lord, maybe you could ask yourself na instead of measuring your growth sa ministry, ginakaptan mo kung ano nakadamo ang ipang-reach out mo, pila ka days niya present sa church, ano na mga ministries ang na-involve ka in singing ministry, in doing evangelism, in feeding program, cleaning, preaching, no, don't base your growth, your spiritual growth sa mo nang abutang. Mahambat sa self mo nga, ay, because of these things, no, I feel so close to the Lord. Pero hindi na siya ang basihan ni God, no? Because what matters most to the Lord is unseen to the naked eye. What is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. The Lord wants you first. He wants your heart more than your ministry, more than the things that you do, more than the things that you could show off sa iba niya tao. So dira pala naman kita it could be a gift or a burden because at the time no padula ang pressure sa men. You don't have to please everybody, but you should only please the Lord. Diba no si David, he is not a person nga bidigid wala ihambal kung anong miyara siya, but the Lord sees what other people cannot see. So even right now, if you are a Christian, no, madubit-tubig ka na nadula sa church, no, God is not doesn't care no that much about sa wala ka nakasimba, dubitugay na no, as long as magbalik ka siya, as long as anong obrahon mo liwat after nga wala ka nakasimba. I believe na some of us no kasi nga lockdown or quarantine no nagdula ta kay Lord, nagdula ta sa ministries, sa mga ginapakublat ta kay God. But first thing, if you're the most important and basic thing, na let's not just think of the ministry as a physical nga isa ka butang, no? Di na siya physical nga butang, but it is more of the heart, more of who is inside your heart. And si Lord, He is so strict gid sa pag-rebuke sa mga tao nga serve siya pero wala ang heart. Because ang bala, di ba before, sa mga Pharisees, you worship me with your lips, but your hearts are far from me. So if you're given a choice, what will you choose? You will be approved by men, but your heart is far from the Lord. Or your heart is near to God, and you are not noticed by men. Some of us, no, it would be a difficult question to answer, no? Maybe because almost all of us, we want to be accepted, we want niya ang mga tao nang yakaplista, we want people to look up at us, no? Pero I believe that if the Lord wills, no, He can take you to that position sa mga life, not to boast about of who you are, but to boast about how good God is sa mga life. And there are moments in mga life na nag-decide ka to let go of God and follow your own desire, your own dreams, or to hold on to the Lord, even if it means kang may failure ka sa kalibutan. So, indeed, hambal din ni Lord sa chapter 7, verse 7, mangyapon, people look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. No? So, it doesn't mean that the people, or that is what you are supposed to do sa mata ng kalibutan, that is what God wanted you to do. You must go against the tide, no, if it is necessary. No, I'm not saying this coming from a perfect perspective, no. I have done things nga naubra ko siya no nang nag-go with the flow ko. Wala ko nag-stand kay Lord, and it hurts me a lot after that, and most especially it hurts the Lord. So kabay pa nyo nga, even though people you'll see some sins as acceptable, no nga okay lang na binobra sa tanan, popular choice, we do it as well. I'm not perfect, no? But the Lord wants us to realize, no, nga, those approval of men, the applause of people will fade. But the one who embrace the word of God, no, will never perish. Hindi ka madula, hindi ka malo sa direksyon mo, ang track mo kay God, ang track mo sa life, you will really find your destination. And una lang, just do your part, just be faithful, be obedient kay God, just mag-is na ginapaobraya mo, because God is a God who rewards. Okay, it is so impossible to please God without faith, but we should believe that He exists and that He rewards those who believe in Him. So, amo na ng ang story that, no, even though wala siya nakitaan ni Samuel that time, nang he is the one, no, among all other brothers, kumiyara siya. Siya ang gipili ni Lord and siya ang nag-establish ang kingdom. And sa iya, nagkalit ang lineage ng ating na Lord na si Jesus Christ. So, don't be sad, don't be discouraged. If sa mata sang tao, no, you are a failure or you've messed up your life, no, nang what matters most is your character. Who you are after the storm, who you are during the process, not on what people could throw against you, or you could say ng plano mo sa life mo. It's all about you, about kung ano maubra mo and ang ma-achieve mo sa life. No, because I've seen so many people who are successful, but they are so empty inside. They don't really have that kind of statement sila nga life that I succeed because wala si Lord sila nga. So church, I believe or I hope and pray that this verse kinda give you a warning, probably, no? Let's not just worship God with our lips, worship God with our physical presence, but worship God with our hearts. And when I say, God say heart, no? Where man a verse nga, guard your heart because it is the wellspring of life. If your heart is in the Lord, your life will be in the Lord. Because it follows it, yeah. And kung kumiserve mo ang life mo wala kay God, check your heart. No, it could be a warning, it could be an encouragement, no? Do not compare yourself to your other brothers, no, na dapat kami insecure sa ila, no, because of who they are, but just focus on the task that the Lord wants you to be. Because if it is for you, if God is pleased with you, with what He is seeing in you, He will surely give it to you. And lastly is, if you are a person nga nalayo sa church, subong, ay wala ka pa kilala kay Lord, but you know in your heart that the Lord is calling you, no, the Lord is that still small voice nga palapit si mo, no. Don't be ashamed, no, if you want to come to God, no. Di na siya about sa padasig-dasig sa race, but it's about ng pa-genuine, pa-sincere kay Lord, and magiging humble before the Lord. No, so don't be intimidated if some people are already kilala kayo sa church, na ikaw, no, nang subong ka palang hindi mapalapit kay Lord, and you envy them because maybe old ka na, tigulang ka na. But the Lord doesn't care about your age, doesn't care about your status sa life, He doesn't care about your worship, no, kung ano ka namin magsaot sa worship, but the worship that is your life, that is your heart, ang ginalantaw ni God. So, let's end this sermon with a prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you again sa pag-remind sa mga Lord nga most importantly, O God, it's not about what we can do that matters in your sight, but it's about what is inside our hearts. Lord, we can kambalikan ni Lord ni Apostle Paul, Father, na we can sacrifice ourselves, Lord, nga masunod kami sa mga lawas, or even, oh God, we can speak the language of the angels, we can do a lot of the ministry, but if we have not love, oh God, we are nothing. And Lord, love is you, oh God. You are love. You are the beginning and the end of love. And you are the very description of what love is, oh God. And kung kami, Lord, we will just continue sa amon nga life, sa amon nga race, Lord, sa amon Lord nga ministry, oh God, nga it seems a burden, it seems a task na Lord not to finish, O God. But you are far from us, Lord, rebuke us, O God. Shaken us, Lord, stir us up, Father. Let your Spirit, Lord, consume us, O God. Be a consuming fire sa among your heart, O God. Lord, our ministry, Lord, your ministry is not just about what we can do, but who will we become, Father, and where will this heart lead us, O God. It kabay, Father, that you will get us a heart of flesh and make us your adoptive children, Lord, and continue to get us, O God, your strength, Lord, your patience, O God, your long-suffering, Lord, even though we are a failure, Lord, sa mga things na ginagawa namon, but we believe, O God, that you are gracious enough, Lord, para balikan kami. And our hope, Lord, is not dependent, O God, on what we can do. Our hope is not dependent on the circumstance in this world. Our hope is not just in the vaccine, some virus, but our hope is in you. And when our hope is in you, Lord, you are undefeated. You will never die, Father. You defeated death, Lord. Our hope will never die. So kabay pagan that as we live our life, we will be humble, Lord, day by day. Yung makilala si mo and mag-depend si mo, O God. So we pray with the power of Holy Spirit. Amen. So let's end this in prayer. As we close, Lord God, we pray for blessing your salvation, Lord, sa household, Lord, pamati, Father, even sa mga souls, Lord, niya, na nakadalaan, Lord, sa direction, O God. As you've said in your word, Lord, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him because He will make your path straight. Father, forgive us, Lord, of our sins, and we believe we apply the blood of Jesus, Lord, that even though our sins are greater, Father, it reaches from the distance of east to west, Lord. We believe that your blood is holy, your blood is enough, and your joy is complete, Lord. Kabay pa nga, magpadayon kami si mo, God, and I rebuke the spirit of deception, Lord God, the spirit of blindness, Lord, even sa akon, Lord, even sa mga taong pamatitig now, God, that you are not a God who is far away from us, but your words are near to us, O God. So Lord, keep us safe, protect us, bless our family, provide for our needs, and may we find, and you may find, and may we learn nga makitaan kami nga faithful sa amon yun. So singing pray with the power of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless us.